Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Todd, Southern Sipper, coming to you. I am on the back patio, and I did get my shade sail up today. I'm not completely happy with it. We didn't quite get it as high as I would like, but I have plenty of room for adjustment. But by the time we got it this far along and adjusted this high, it was getting late in the day, and it's time to sit down and have some beverages. It's totally functional, and it's really nice. So I'll be able to get out here earlier in the afternoons when I come home from work. At this time of year, weather's starting to cool off. It's really gonna add to my enjoyment of sitting outside and doing reviews, or just relaxing back here. But what are we doing today? We're going to review another beer today. It's the Stone IPA. Man, this thing is it's iconic in the world of IPAs. It's the one that put Stone on the map. Oh, let me get this thing open. I used to, just for grins. I don't know how well y'all can see that. Used to make my own bottle openers and give them as gifts. I kept a few. They're laying around the house. Everything's kind of gone to cans, so I don't really mess with it much anymore. That particular one, and one I keep on the front porch, made out. If you live in the South, you know what fat lighter is. It's just pine. It takes longleaf pine is the only tree that does it, and it's exceedingly difficult to work with because it's not really wood fiber anymore. It's just it's hardened sap from decades and decades of laying on the ground. If more stuff came in bottles, I'd still be making them and still be giving them to buddies. But Lord have mercy, there's a million of them out there that I made for friends. Used to carve wooden spoons too. Nope, didn't used to, still do. Everybody needs a damn wooden spoon for stirring chili. And here inside this bottle cap, it says, some folks make super cool jewelry out of these. Not me. You know what? It smells like an IPA. This is a classic West Coast style IPA. And to be perfectly honest, even though this one is incredibly iconic, West Coast style IPAs are not really my jam. And it's been, well, I can't even say. I don't remember how long it's been since I've had one of these. It's been quite a long while. I do enjoy an arrogant bastard from time to time. I like the little story on the back that says, if you don't like, big taste, big flavorful beer, you won't like this one either. So, but this one, I gotta tell you, it's pretty dang good. It's been a long time. It's really citrusy, but it does have, a lot of bittering on the finish, and the finish hits quick. It's citrusy right up front. I mean, bang, when you first pull it out of the glass, and then the bittering hops kick right in, but they're not particularly overpowering bittering hops, but they're certainly make their presence known. The hops bill, I don't normally like to read off the bottle when I do these things, but there's too many of them for me I'm not going to try to memorize them. Magnum, Chinook, Centennial, Zaka, Calypso, Ella, and Vic Secret. Not familiar with Vic Secret. It says flavor notes, lemon peel, tropical, and dank. I tend to agree with all of the above. This is a really nice one, and it is 6.9% IPA. ABV, not IPA. There's no information on brew date or bottle or package dates or anything on the bottle. But that is really pleasant. I was really shocked to see it in the Build Your Own Six-Pack affair when I went to Rouse's Friday, which, that was yesterday, but I didn't go yesterday, so it's been a week ago that I picked up a bunch. Now, Stone, if you didn't know, they have 2 locations, one out San Diego, California, and another one in Richmond, Virginia. They opened the second location for 2 reasons. One, money. They built a big, destination type of fair in Richmond, to get those tourism dollars, and with the big tap house and all that business. And the other reason was they save a ton of money on shipping, not having to ship all of their stuff from the West Coast out to the East Coast. So now they have East Coast distribution, which they've had for several years now. Yeah, that's good. It is really tropical right up front. I mean, it's grapefruity, and it is lemony. That's definitely there. I do taste a little orange, tiniest bit of pineapple, but not enough to really get excited about. Those bittering hops, they're piney and rosny. It's a real traditional bittering hop, but like I said, they're not overpowering at all. Now, when Stone was romancing cities to build that second location on the East Coast, I was living in Charleston at the time, and Charleston had all the screwed up beer laws in the world. There's 2 working breweries in town, and they had all of those asinine rules and regulations that restricted brewery growth. You can't, if you sell beer out of your tap house, you can't can it and sell it off-site. If you can it and sell it off-site, you can't sell it in your tap house. If you visited one of the 2 breweries, you had to take the tour before you could go in the tap room and get your 16 total ounces of beer allowed. Just silliness. So Stone picks up the phone. Hey, Chucktown, we want to build a destination brewery, restaurants, and shopping and everything, and we want to do it in the greater Chucktown metropolitan area. But your beer laws are stupid, so we're not. And to their credit, the state legislature, which is over in Columbia, South Carolina, over where them Gamecocks play football, man, they drew up a bill and they passed that pig like right now. It is rare you ever see anything like that happen at that level of government. And to their credit, they did it. Then and then Stone went to Richmond, Virginia. So it's like, later, Tater. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for playing, but oh well. However, little did they know what they were doing for Charleston as a whole, because after they passed that bill, the brewery scene in that city absolutely exploded. I moved there. There were 2, Holy City and Palmetto. Absolutely loved them both. If I could get back there tomorrow, I'd get drunk as whiskey in both of them while I was there. The beer there is way good. Man, that Holy City, they make it's called Pluff Mud Porter. And if you don't know, Pluff Mud is that sticky black mud in their bayous and marshes, where the oystermen get oysters. And it's the color of that. It's just a delicious porter. It won all sorts of awards at the International Beer Fest thing, and it really put Holy City on the map. And Palmetto makes one of the best amber ales, just a simple amber ale that is just dynamite. But I can't get it. Even though some Palmetto stuff is showing up here in Mobile, it's not on the shelves. I pine for it. Every time I see the Palmetto display, I was like, oh, nope, oh well, no amber. But back to the original thing. When I moved there were those two. When I moved away, I want to say it was 7 or 8 years after that law passed. There were 30 breweries, and all of them were just fantastic. The beer scene there is just wonderful. If you've ever considered visiting Charleston, I can't recommend it enough. Especially if you're a beerhead. There's an old industrial district right off of downtown. It's kind of under the foot of the Cooper River Bridge, which is a bridge that goes across the Cooper River, obviously, from downtown Charleston into Mount Pleasant. There's several breweries right there. You can see one from the other, Revelry and Munkle, and it's not Fat Pig, it's Fat something. Fat Pig unfortunately closed. I love that place, but they closed. Another one that I really loved that closed was Twisted Cypress. Was a really nice brewery. Those poor guys built a really nice brewery, and they were really rolling, and it was a young brewery, and they spent a bunch of money to expand and relocate down the road. Their original location had 0 parking. Honest to God, it was 3 parking spaces, and you had to back out into the busiest road in town to leave. It's a bad recipe, if you understand what I'm saying. And right in the middle of their move, 2020 happened. They couldn't reopen. They didn't survive it. I feel for them. I think about them every once in a while. I keep one of their glasses, and every time I get that glass out, I just, my heart breaks for them a little bit. But, that's life in the real world, unfortunately. Well, we sat here and shot the bull long enough. I'm at 13 minutes on an IPA review. It's a potential record. So suffice it to say, I also noticed sitting here with new shade cloth, it's not that late in the day how dark I'm looking in the camera. And it feels absolutely fantastic. This thing has dropped a temp back here at least 10 degrees, maybe a little bit more. I did not document the installation. I got a couple of video clips of it in place. I'll add it somewhere in here. And if you've made it to this, to the end of the video right here, you've already seen it. So I'll just say that. Today's Saturday. I'm not going to get this up tonight. I'll upload this early tomorrow. I'm going to do another review of some sort. I don't know if it's going to be beer, cannabis. Might even be both at the same damn time. We'll see. It's been a good weekend. I'm in a good mood. Life's good. Life's getting better and better all the time. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their weekend. And as always, please like and subscribe. Comment. Please comment. I absolutely love reading everybody's comments. And as always, boys and girls, please enjoy your adult malted beverages responsibly.